G'day, welcome back to Griffetts Garden. It's been a little while for sure, but to be honest, it's not a lot going on at this time of the year, just picking fruit. There's only so much of that you can watch. The sun's out very nicely for the moment, but you might be able to tell, and you will over the course of the video, that it's windy. Just about turned these upside down just a moment ago with a big gust that came through. So things are looking a bit ragged, but that's what happens. So today we're just going to run around and pick some chilies off of a very nice chili bush that you've seen over the course of the last few videos. We'll also fix our side gate. Somebody decided that they wanted the key more than what we did, so we're just going to do a little fix on there. So hope you enjoyed today's episode. So as you can see, there's a few chilies on there, and the time has come to pick some. Well, actually to pick most of what's on there, to be honest. It's starting to cool down, and so while we'll get the red ones and probably these ones, we won't get any of these. It'll just be way too cold. So we've already trimmed the top off once, and so we'll take more of the growing tips out and try to concentrate what energy the plant has left into finishing these ones off. You can see there's no red ones there. That's because they're in here. So that's what we've got so far from just this section. If we come around this side, you can see, well, we're going to get a few bowls worth. That's as thick as can be. So we'll just try and pick all of the fully red ones. They look pretty good. It's going to take a while. So what we're trying not to pick at the moment is obviously that sort of thing where it's not fully red. But a little bit more tricky is when you have something like this. Even that one there, maybe, that can stay there for a little bit longer and develop. What do we got there? A dozen, maybe, so far. That one might be a little bit less than red. When it comes to this maturity of plant, this one here is never going to mature, never going to have time to mature in our climate. So we're just chopping that stuff off. It can go onto the unmown lawn and be mowed into a catcher when they do get mowed. But because we still have this one on here, I'll probably leave that branch and hopefully it'll mature. Otherwise, that's probably the end of, if that one's good enough, that's probably the end of that part of the plant. And that will help concentrate nutrients and all its energy into finishing off that piece of fruit, as opposed to the rest of the branches that are not going to produce anything before the time is up. So that's obviously only a handful from here so far. Sure you don't want to see this all video, so that's a start. So we'll come back to you pretty much when we're done. I think that's the last one. We've got quite a few. The first ones. No idea what's in there. or how many is in there, but they look like pretty good chilies. But we've got a lot of chili sauce, a lot of chili jam, a lot of all sorts of stuff. There's a lot of chopping and getting watery eyes, I guess. Well, 5.4 kilos of chilies. Quite the load. So here we are at the side gate, and well, the dog's running around me waiting for me to open it up, but we've had to do a bit of a, sadly, a bit of a, well, it's not permanent, but a hard fix on this because, well, the other night, a couple of young locals, well, I'm assuming they're local, decided that they wanted to come in and check out what was going on inside our yard at about 3 o'clock the other morning. So we've been here about 8 years, just approaching 8 years, and we've never had a problem. So, you know, touch wood, all good. But that was until the other night. So the top of this gate latch needs to be replaced. It's been damaged, and we can't close it at the moment. So I've just temporarily screwed this bracket on here so that it doesn't go anywhere. The dog's annoyed because this is the walkway in and out when we take him for a walk. So I need to repair this today, and you know, whether you lock the gate, whether it's unlocked or whatever, it doesn't really matter, because what we saw in the security cameras that are plastered all around this place is that they just jump the fence. So, you know, short of making this thing probably 8 foot tall, which might not stop certain amounts of enthusiasm anyway, doesn't matter what you do with the gate, they're just going to jump the fence, which is what happened and what we saw on the security footage. So sadly, it's a sign of the times that we live in. We were not the only one that they decided to, you know, investigate what was happening out the back and what might be available to sell on whatever marketplaces they want. A couple of doors down, well, there's an electric bike there that was obviously too smart for them to figure out how to move. So again, they were caught on security footage, and it was clear that they were not that intelligent to be able to unlock and move an electric bike out of somebody's garage, mind you. So a little bit of work here to fix this up. It shouldn't take too much to do. Off to the store yesterday and picked up a new latch. Not cheap, but necessary to keep scumbags out of your own yard. So I've got to grab another couple of tools to take this off. This piece is easy enough. Now I need to get some screwdriver bits and change this latch out. Happy to be outside here, aren't you, boy? We'll go for a walk soon. All right, we're back with hopefully the right tools. So we just need to take these brackets out. All the visible screws are off. Now I've got to remember how to get in it myself. Well, perseverance and patience will solve most problems. Turns out, just they come off like that. And then there's a screw in there that screws it to the face of the gate. So, the one underneath and a couple on the other side, and then we'll be able to take this off. So now we've got all of the little covers off. Just had to run back and get a slightly longer bit. It's just a matter of unscrewing these now. One latch. Job done. Now I just need to put the new one on. Rock solid. Actually, what I do have to do is I guess the bar that comes through from the lock on each side just engages into this part of the mechanism, but it obviously needs trimming. So what I might do is grab the one out of the old latch, at least for length, and then I need to trim this. Otherwise, the latch will be sitting out here. All right, now we've got the right length attachment in there. Just a matter of fitting that on, screwing that down to the gate. Not sure if these screws are going to be long enough. And there we have it. A few covers to go on. Just make sure it engages to the other side, and I think we'll be good. All right, now we're going to put these fancy covers on. It's a heck of a part number. I guess they're planning on making a few models. I don't know why they're in tissue paper. Oh, they got nice. Everything else is protected. I guess that must be the important part. Let's see if I can get this on without breaking them. Oh wait, what are you doing up there? Is it the right one? Not sure if that is the right one. One might be longer than the other one. Let's have a look at this one. Ah, yes. Indeed. One is longer than the other. That looks more like it. In there. Done. Now I'm going to leave these covers for the moment because what I want to do is actually change this other latch. I know I said I wouldn't, but I'm going to. Job done. Oh wait, wrong screw. And we're done. All right, so we're out here to plant some garlic, but before we do that, we're just going to pick some of these Lebanese cucumbers, get them out of the way. We did actually have some bugs get into these, but they've been sprayed off with pyrethrum. But I just want to get rid of the bad leaves. Never a bad thing to get rid of the bad leaves. Now we've got to find some of these cucumbers. Here's a couple. I tend to use secateurs, just nice and neat. Nice Lebanese cucumbers. We'll just set them aside while we're planting the garlic. There's some of these other leaves, particularly bad over here. I let it get a bit carried away. That one's a bit manky, but that can probably come off, and that's the end of that runner. And I think maybe one more. Quite good. So there's 5 good Lebanese cucumbers. We do have a couple over here in the the scrappy patch, which is, you know, we got it to survive. And these are actually a different sort of a cucumber, still more of a Lebanese. All right, so they're very similar to the other ones over there, but they just seem to be a little bit smoother, but for some reason, don't know why. So we'll grab some from here. A couple of them aren't quite ready. There's 3 more. It's a pretty ordinary cucumber patch, isn't it? But you know what? It got hit hard with bugs. And, oh, there's another one over there. And we were able to save it. So there's 4 more, and there's another couple good ones over there. So I guess that's going to be it from a very windy Griffetts Garden for today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate your time coming by and seeing what we do. As I said at the beginning, it's a bit of a holding pattern. We're just picking fruit and veg. So, you know, there's only so many times you can watch that. There is an intent to do some more projects, but in the coming weeks and months, but it's a matter of getting around to them. Sadly, this is not my main job, so it's a little bit difficult sometimes to get this done. But anyway, thanks for watching. That's it from Griffetts Garden for today.